Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. I wanted to hop on and give you all a clear picture about what I've been doing to help people who are making their move down here to Costa Rica or who have been coming here for extended periods. This last month has been so much fun because I think I've met like 10 plus of my clients that have come through YouTube, like who are actually here in Costa Rica. I need to start taking some photos of everybody together. It has been a blast. So to actually see the clients who I've been talking to on the phone to be actually here. It's been so much fun. So yeah, I wanted to, if you're popping on, I wanted to explain how I'm saving these people time and money when they're thinking about an extended trip or a move to Costa Rica. So this is just a few of the things that we go over. When someone works with me, we go over the cost of living, long-term home rentals. So I save people, I guess that's long-term home rentals and car rentals are about the biggest area that I save people money in, because the car rentals through the big companies are pretty expensive. So there are alternative options, and I always share those with my clients. And then also with long-term rentals. So, some people don't really know where to start looking for a home. They might hop on Airbnb. Do not do that. You're going to pay way more than you need to. So, yes, helping people get hooked up with long-term rentals in the area is great. I mean, the prices can be incredible. Okay, so some other things, yes. So I also help with cost of living, medical care, housing options, purchasing real estate, forming a corporation. I share a lot about daily life, so what you can actually expect to live here, the good and the bad, pros and cons. It is different. Maybe it's different than where you're coming from, and that's okay. So I'm happy to really highlight some of those differences, and then you can get a feel if that's going to be the best fit for you. What the culture is like. So yes, the culture is different. I've been here for 4.5 years. I have a pretty good grasp on what it is like here. Mila. Okay, what the culture is like. So yeah, the culture is different. It's different. And so I'm happy to also address those things too. Personally, the cultural values here really fit in with my personal ones, so it's been a great fit for me. But it may not be the best fit for everyone, and that's okay. Schools. So I have clients who have families. They're moving down here, and they're saying, what about my kids in schools? So that's something that we definitely cover. Banking. How do you get a bank account? What kind of account can you get? What papers do you need? Having children here. This is something I went through. My daughter was born here. So if you want to give birth, what are your options? Hospitals, home births, all these different types of things. Visas, residency, items that you need to bring with you that can actually be kind of hard to find here. So, and way more. So, my clients have come out with me with some questions. I'm like, I didn't think about that. Everyone has their own specific needs. And when you're thinking about moving to another country, each people seem to have their own unique questions and concerns and information that they need to find out about it. Okay, so where I'm able to save my clients the most money, again, it's those long-term rentals. They're going to be a lot cheaper than where you're going to find online. Also, nobody uses Craigslist down here, so don't even bother trying to look there. Car rentals. So if someone does want to come for a trip, they do want to rent a car, they want to be able to get around and get the most out of their trip, I can also help with that. Or even someone who's moving here. So if you don't, cars are expensive. So if you want to live here without a car, I do consulting on that. So that's going to save you a lot of money too. Live somewhere where you don't need a car. Live for a few months and just see what it feels like for you. And then where I save my clients the time is the research. Maybe you've been sitting online for quite a while, looking at articles, looking at other YouTube videos, watching my videos. Consider the research done for you. So you're talking to a real person who's here with these experiences, and I have very quick access to whatever information is needed. If it's not already in my brain, I will find it very quickly. Okay, so the services that I'm offering, which I'm actually pretty excited because I've had some new ideas and I'm definitely expanding some things. If maybe you've seen my last video, or one of my last ones, I kind of mentioned like in the Costa Rica Expat wannabe retreat. Yeah, so that's going to happen. Very excited. So let's just go through my services. The first one is one of those informational phone calls. So with those, we talk for about an hour. I don't cut you off. I'm not like, bye, okay, we're all done. We talk for as long as you need to. I answer whatever questions you have at the top of your head, anything that you've been wanting to know. I'm here to answer that during our time together on the phone. This can be a good time for you to actually pick my brain and really see if this may be a good space for you. Because you might be thinking about other countries as well. So this is a good time. I can promise you my honesty and, truthfulness and openness about my experiences, and just give you my honest opinion based off of whatever is going on in your life. And if you think this might be, you're trying to figure out if it might be a good fit here. So those are my informational phone calls. I really love having them because there's, one of my favorite things to do is talk about Costa Rica. So they end up being really fun. And I've met so many beautiful people down here from those calls who've actually come. So that's just been fantastic. Okay, so then if you are like, yes, let's move, let's do this. I have full package, like coaching services for actually making that transition here. So rather than just the informational phone call where you'll know, let's say, that there's options available for, let's say, where to give birth or schools. With the coaching, we will actually go through and we will meet for about 4 weeks, one-on-one, with, these different phone calls to make sure that you have all of the information that you need. You're going to have every little piece of information that you need. We don't stop until you feel like, okay, I have everything. And with this package, there's also follow-up, WhatsApp, and email support forever. So, even if you're thinking about making this move in a year, cool. We can get started now and talk again in a year. Whenever you're ready, if you go, oh, you need some follow-up. Hey, this is happening. We bought our tickets. We had some questions about this. I get it. It's hard. Things will come up. So just know that even for that package, I'm still here for you during that time as well. Okay, and then the next one, which I'm really excited about, is this is going to be the Expat Retreat experience. So I just met with someone yesterday to find a really beautiful spot for it. So this experience will include people's lodging. We're going to do tours of the town. We're going to do some tours of local spots. So yeah, we'll do a little bit of touristy things, but also do some areas of where us locals go. What rivers do we go to? What things do we like to do? And really, it's going to be a good experience for you to get more immersed and get more of a realistic idea of what it would feel like to live here. No, you may not be in an ocean view villa when you live here, but at least get into the culture, get you to those farmers markets, those different community events, so you can meet other expats, meet other Costa Ricans, and kind of get a feel for what it feels like to live down here and be surrounded by like-minded people. Maybe you felt alone in your idea of, oh, I want to move to Costa Rica. Well, guess what? You're not alone. There's other people who are doing this. So for these retreats, I'm thinking there could be about 10 to 12 spots. It'd be good for a couple or an individual who wants to come down. So I still have not hammered out the dates yet, but if you're watching this video and this video is a year old by then, go ahead and go to my website, because by then I will definitely have dates and there will have already been past retreats. I would like to maybe do 2 a year. So that's what the retreat experience will be like. It will include your lodging, your meals. Well, I would say 1 or 2 of your meals at where we'll actually be. And, you just bring money for some souvenirs for when we eat out, farmers markets, some of the activities that we're going to do. Okay. And then the last one, which I'm so excited about. Okay, some people, you want to come to Costa Rica and you want to get the most out of your trip. You're thinking about moving down here. You've done your research. Everyone's told you need to go visit first, but you want to get the most out of your trip, right? So my last service is one-on-one. You can have a week one-on-one with me. So it'll be kind of like that. It'll be like an immersion experience. So from about 8 a.m. to 2 a.m., we're together. We're going to go over all the information you want to go through while you're here. I'm going to take you to everything that you need to know. We'll do tours of the towns. Make sure you can get a good feel for where you are and what it's like to live here, and really just get to pick my brain and for an entire week. It will be structured, and it'll also be obviously custom to you and what you want to accomplish while you're here. So that is very exciting as well. If you're interested in any of these, so whether it be the informational phone call to see if Costa Rica is even for you, if you are like, Costa Rica is for me, let's jump in, let's do this. Let's get organized and let me save time and money moving, then definitely check out my coaching services for that. And then if you're like, I want to come down for a visit and get the most out of my trip, but it doesn't fall in line with when I'm going to have an actual expat retreat, then definitely check out our one-on-one experience. You'll be in a beautiful place as well, very comfortable, close to where I live, and we will have lots of time to get together and make sure that you're getting the most out of your trip here. And then of course the retreats, definitely stay tuned for those. I have the place picked out. I even have some ballpark dates picked out. Again, if this is an old video now, check out and see what the past retreats have looked like and what you can expect from other ones. So why am I doing all this? It's a good question. So I'm doing this because honestly, this is something that's in my heart. So like being here, I'm a single mom. If you're just tuning in, I moved to Costa Rica over 4 years ago. I got pregnant about a year after I moved here. I became a single mom when my daughter was 3 weeks old. And I really just like kept pushing and stayed consistent and lots of force. I just found my way here and I love it here. And there's a growing amount of people who are getting fed up of whatever system they're in, whether that's, I don't know, whatever country you're in. Maybe this is why you're looking into moving somewhere. You're looking for like a new way of life. So I just want to support other people in like living differently. And I'm really passionate about it. And I feel like I found a way to live differently. And it's just something that I want to share. And I'm not going to tell people that it's easy, but I'm going to tell you that it's worth it. It's so worth it. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it. And that's why these are just ideas that I feel inspired by. And it's stuff that I get excited about. And my goal for how I help my clients is I just want people to feel listened to. I want them to feel supported because I know this is like when you're thinking about moving somewhere, you need that support. And I just want people to feel like they have all the information that they need to make this happen for them if it's the decision that they want to make. So I really want to provide the best information that I can so it's the best decision for my clients. It's okay if Costa Rica is not it for you and that turns out that maybe another place would be better for you. I just want to make sure that my clients are well educated on what they're getting into, what they can expect, and kind of how to make that experience flow a little bit smoother from them. Mine's been like, blah, 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 because I've had to learn a lot over these 4.5 years. So I want to pass on that knowledge for people and just let them know that it's possible. So please see links below. And thanks for watching all this. And I'm really excited to see what's going to be unfolding. And feel free to look through any of my other videos. If this is the first one you've seen, I got a lot of free information as well. And you can get to know us a little bit and our lives here and why we moved and what our journey's been like so far. So yes, have a beautiful day, everybody. And goodbye.